Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Just wanted to reach out to give you some insight into the 3 types of meetings you'll have as you, or if you were to purchase a new home construction property. So that would be your pre-construction meeting, your pre-drywall meeting, and your pre-settlement orientation. I'll go over what you would go over with your project manager or builder, as well as what you should come away with. And then I'll also provide you with 2 additional walkthroughs I highly recommend you schedule with your project manager. So swipe and check out the other videos. All right, so your first of the 3 meetings would be your pre-construction meeting. And that happens very early on in the process. You'll be meeting the building team. You will be meeting the project manager most likely for the first time, and you'll be going over that builder's procedures and processes on the building cycle, how to contact everybody, who to contact, when to contact, and they will also confirm your final selections at that time. So what should you be doing at that meeting? So one thing you want to do is you want to verify the selections are correct. If you're on the fence about any items at all, now's the time to ask. Bring it to your builder's attention and make sure that they're giving you an answer, or you're understanding if you can or can't do something. Now's the time. Mistakes on paper are much easier to correct than mistakes in the field. So now's the time to get those questions out there and asked. The other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you understand the included items in the house, such as outlets, lighting, ceiling fan rough-ins. The reason being is because if you're assuming something is installed, you may run into an issue where it's not going to be there and you should have added an outlet, but you weren't aware. So that's the time where you want to make sure you're understanding exactly where everything's falling. And then you want to leave there with a signed copy of your final selection, because that is what the builder is going to use to build your home. So whenever in doubt, you're going to reference your signed selection sheets. So if there's ever any, talks following this meeting, make sure it's signed and the selection sheets are updated. Reach out to the project manager so he understands, or make sure the sales team is doing that, and make sure that your signed selections are correct and you have a copy, because you're going to reference them later in the building process as you get closer to closing. So your second meeting is going to be your pre-drywall orientation. So that is where you're going to meet the project manager at the home. The house is going to be framed up, maybe insulated, getting ready to go into drywall installation. So they're going to walk you through, kind of show you what's going on behind the walls. Most likely will give you a tighter settlement window of about 2 weeks to a month of when they're expecting settlement, and kind of show you what's going on behind your walls before they close everything in. What you should be doing, the really big thing you want to do with your project manager is verify your electrical layout is exactly how you want it. Outlets, lights, switches, make sure they're exactly where you want them to be. Moving outlets at this pre-drywall meeting is much easier and much more doable rather than in the post-drywall phase. Some builders may not even let you move those light fixtures afterwards, and it's a big problem. So just make sure you're verifying all your electrical work is exactly where you want it. The other thing you want to do is you want to take any pictures of areas where you may be finishing a bathroom in the future, finishing a basement that has drywall installed, because once that drywall is installed, you're not going to know where the water lines are run, your drains are run. So taking those pictures beforehand will help you out and help you out your contractor in the post-settlement life. Just make things easier for you and your contractor, whoever you decide to finish out that work. So your third and final meeting would be your pre-settlement orientation. So the pre-settlement orientation will occur 1 to 3 days prior to your closing date. What you're going to be doing there is you're going to do your final walkthrough with your project manager. He's going to walk through the features and function of the house, explain to you what you need to know as a new homeowner now to make sure your house is functioning at the highest level and the most efficient level. So that's the one thing you're going to look at. You're also going to do a final verification of your selections. They'll walk you through all your appliances, any selections you had made, the finished product. You'll go through the house, go over your warranties, go over post-settlement life, and really get you move-in ready. So what you want to be looking for at that time is you want to be looking for chips, dings, dents, scratches in your cabinets, in your vanity tops, in your tubs, anything that's in the house you want to be looking at a reasonable warrantable distance. That should be explained in the builder's warranty, but you want to make sure that you identify that and it's brought to your builder's attention before you settle, so it can be listed as a pre-settlement damage item rather than a post-settlement damage item. So that's the one big thing that you want to do. And the other thing you want to do is you really want to understand what warranty coverage you have and when things are going to be done. So there's typically a 1-year warranty, a 2-year warranty, and a 10-year warranty. But then every builder has different return trip schedules as far as service work goes, how service is scheduled. So you want to understand what you have to bring to the builder's attention up front, especially at that pre-settlement walkthrough, so it's not an issue once you get into post-settlement and they may not be able to cover it. So then there's the 2 additional walkthroughs that I recommend you schedule, or your realtor schedules with the builder or the project manager. So that's going to be after your tile's installed and after your cabinet tops are installed. So you want to walk when your tile is installed, because if there is an issue, tile is a messy, heavy install. There's a lot of dust and debris if there's any issues and they have to demo out an area or, replace a whole bathroom. So you want to bring that to the builder's attention so he can get that demo started before any additional flooring goes in, any additional cabinet goes in. Tile typically goes in pretty early in the process, so the house really should be pretty bare at that time, so any dust or debris won't affect the remaining finishes in the house. And then you want to walk again when your cabinets and vanity tops are in, because, again, cabinets have a very long lead time. So you want to be verifying that your cabinet selection is correct. In the event that there is something that's an issue, it gives the builder time to order the new material and hopefully get it in before settlement, at least give you the best chance possible. Once the tops are in, you'll also have a lot of finished work done in the house. So flooring should be in, electrical fixtures should be in, top should be in. So you're now able to walk through with that signed selection sheet you did at your pre-construction meeting and start checking off to make sure that the items that you selected are correct, and always reference that sheet. Sometimes you'll be making these selections a year and a half in advance, so you want to go back and have that signed copy that we talked about from your pre-construction meeting to verify everything is correct and accurate. If there is something that's inaccurate, bring it to your builder's attention. He may already know about it. He or she may know about it. And just send an email. If anything, they're going to install it post-settlement. So that's what you want to be doing at that walkthrough. It also will give you a good time, because once the tops are in, you have roughly about 3 weeks until closing, 3 to 4 weeks. So that's plenty of time for a builder to pivot and make any corrections that are necessary, or catch anything that you're now bringing to his attention for the first time that he may have overlooked, or the subcontractors may be overlooked. So those are the walkthroughs that you'll be having, plus 2 that I recommend. If you have any questions, give me a call or leave a comment. Thanks.